Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., where sometimes it's hard not to call something blatantly racist, this is Ballot.
Blatantly? That's an understatement. Let's hit this. I'm Patrick Gutfield, and national parks have decided to play historical musical chairs. And boy, is this playlist wild. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Sorry, you're not invited. Juneteenth? Canceled. But Donald Trump's birthday? Red carpet, please. Picture this. You're a national park ranger, and instead of celebrating civil rights heroes, you're now commemorating birthdays like it's a presidential Sweet 16. The National Park Service just dropped the most politically charged calendar since, well, last week. And get this, they're calling it America First pricing. Because nothing says freedom like charging international visitors an extra $100 to look at some rocks. That's right. Want to see the Grand Canyon? That'll be the standard fee plus a patriotic premium. It's like a cover charge for freedom. Secretary of the Interior Doug Burgum is out here talking about taxpayers contributing their fair share, which is government speak for we're making tourism great again. Non-U.S. visitors are basically funding our national park system like it's a really expensive theme park. The new fee-free days read like a conservative talk show host's dream playlist. Trump's birthday, Flag Day, Constitution Day. It's basically a greatest hits album of nationalist nostalgia. Teddy Roosevelt gets a birthday shout-out too, because nothing says progressive conservation like a president who loved shooting things. This is peak bureaucratic comedy. We've turned national parks into a political statement. MLK Day? Nope. Juneteenth? Hard pass. Trump's birthday? Mark your calendars, folks. Trump attended an event last week at the Institute of Peace, which now has his name on it naturally. The State Department renamed it the Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace and called him the greatest dealmaker in our nation's history. Nothing says peace quite like adding your name to a building while simultaneously trying to dismantle the organization inside it. Trump was clearly thrilled. He thanked Secretary of State Marco Rubio for the honor, saying that blew up last night and calling it a great honor. The man just received a participation trophy he gave himself and he's genuinely moved. But here's where it gets good. While standing in his newly named building, Trump mentioned an upcoming event and said, quote, "You have a big event on Friday at the Trump Kennedy Center." Oh, excuse me, at the Kennedy Center. Then he added, "Pardon me, such a terrible mistake." The audience laughed. Trump pretended it was a slip. But this is at least the third time he's accidentally renamed the Kennedy Center after himself. He made the same joke back in August on Truth Social about the Trump Kennedy Center. Whoops. At this point, it's not a Freudian slip, it's a Freudian billboard. And Trump isn't just joking. Back in February, he fired members of the Kennedy Center board and named himself chairman. So he's already in charge of the place. The only thing left is the rebrand, which apparently he's workshopping in real time at public events. Meanwhile, the Institute of Peace, the Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace, is currently being gutted by Trump's own administration. He signed an executive order in February aimed at dismantling the congressionally funded organization that's existed since 1984. So they put his name on the building, and he's thanking them while actively trying to shut it down. That's not irony. That's a real estate strategy. And Trump's not done. According to ESPN, he also wants the Washington Commanders to name their new stadium after him. The White House called it a beautiful name. Maybe they could rebrand themselves as the Orange Skins. Not that this administration would ever want to do something racist. Breaking news from the Department of Patriotic Paperwork. Republican Senator Bernie Moreno is on a mission to make citizenship an all-or-nothing game show. And plot twist, he might accidentally take down the Trump family in the process. Senator Moreno, born in Colombia but now more American than apple pie, wants to introduce the Exclusive Citizenship Act because nothing says freedom like forcing people to choose their national allegiance like it's a reality TV elimination round. Here's the delicious irony. Melania and Barron Trump? Total dual citizens. That's right, the first family of America First might actually be the first family to get booted under this new law. Melania's been keeping that Slovenian passport as a backup plan, what she calls Mama Bear options. It's like having an international escape hatch, but make it fashion. So picture this. You're Barron Trump. One day you're inheriting an empire, the next you're being told to choose between American and Slovenian citizenship. Sorry, son, pick a country. No international networking for you. The real questions: if Melania gets deported, will Trump even notice or even care? Portions of today's program were made with the help of AI.